You've been watching this shit for 2 years. Winning beer me. At the end of year 2, I'm coming up on 10,000 subscribers. And I want to thank all you meat sack automatons out there for hitting subscribe and sharing this channel. So, I'm going to be answering some questions. I received so many that I took the premise of the questions and I broke them down, and I'm going to answer them today for you. Some of it is kind of hate mail-ish, but not quite. Even though I do get a lot of hate mail, it's always the same. Come up with something new so I can put it on the board. Stop being lame. But with that being said, let us begin. Yeah. You f***ed me in the a-hole.
What exactly is your process?
This is all completely unrehearsed. I do the research, I write stuff on the board, he sets up his camera, and we shoot. We usually do 2 to 3 takes, and that's it. He has the power to edit it however he wishes, as long as it doesn't take me over 7 homo suspicion points. That doesn't mean he hasn't tried. If you watch Mail Shopping Rules, he bounced me up to 9, and I wasn't happy about that, but what are you gonna do? Can you see my package? Oh my God, the head on the wedding dress. Oh, I saw that, I was just like, Jesus Christ.
30,000 people have seen your head on a wedding dress.
How do you come up with this shit?
It pops into my head while I'm asleep. And I actually came up with that in my sleep. Because I'm so disturbed by this email, I actually thought about it in my dreams. They'll come up in conversation, and I'll be like, I was going to bang this chick. We got to the pop in her top, and she had 1 tit. I see something on TV and go, God damn, that is so f***ed up. Oh yeah, remember the riots when OJ was found innocent? Oh wait, yeah. There was none. Observations in real life, and sometimes from you guys out there.
Why don't you make a list of what it takes to be a man?
Man rules. Winning.
Why do you hate women?
You're an idiot. No. I have never said I hate women. I talk about the stupidity that they do. I talk about their manipulation methods. I talk about feminism and its horrific corrosive effects on our society. Radical feminism basically encompasses bullying, censoring, and oppressing men. They disregard studies and facts that contradict their golden goose theories, which are based on emotion. And if the math is against you and you want to call that hate, then you're the one with the problem and not me. For you to hate, you actually have to care. Suck it! Like, suck it!
How do you do your research?
I use Google. And usually I don't go any deeper than 5 pages. Google it, let's see. $1,000 a thrust. That's just a horrible mental image. Thanks a lot, buddy. Oh my God. Unbelievable. He paid $1,000 per thrust on a circle walker. It's amazing! I can't believe it.
Are you really dyslexic, or are you just plain lazy?
Now this one bothered me because I was always told this in school that I was lazy because I did not do well. Diagnosed with dyslexia when I in-processed into the Army. Kiss my ass, I don't care. So yes, I have dyslexia and no, I'm not lazy. And the woman that sent me that, f*** off. Maybe I didn't spell it right, maybe I did. You know the routine. I don't care.
Why are you such a rape apologist?
Rape is a horrid, horrid crime, and in my opinion, is worse than murder. Because the victim lives on to live it over and over again. And if you're a rapist and you really are guilty, you should probably be stoned to death. I don't apologize for shit. I don't apologize to you. I should make a yellow flag called the bullshit flag and throw it down when I hear some crazy shit. Like, oh! 10 yards, redo the down, it's stupid. Patriarchy, yeah, no. Doesn't exist anymore. I have a problem with expanding of the definition of rape to include yes means yes. I'm sorry, but attempted forcible kissing is not sexual assault. It's the equivalent of attempted homework when you turn in a blank page and get a big fat 0 for not doing your homework. Feminism has eroded the definition of rape where it's not taken as seriously as it used to be. All right, so that whole rape culture thing, you can blow it out your ass.
Why do you say edit that out and then it never is?
Because it's f***ing funny, that's why. Man. Edit that out.
I come in here and shoot, a producer edits. It's his fault. So that's why it happens. And sometimes you just gotta say the swear words to hit the point home. Sometimes you gotta put your foot in your brother's ass, like, hey, motherfucker, edit that out.
How did you take the death of Robin Williams?
1, I cried. The day I found out, I mean, literally immediately, he was driven to his grave by money-grubbing harpies, bitches, hoes, slurs, gunts, and cunts, because they both aged off a cliff. I mean, literally, there would have been truckloads of men fighting for the honor to work his funeral and put him in the dirt. But instead, I found it absolutely reprehensible that the people involved in all of this quietly, they sneaked off and they cremated him because they know they were wrong and they were ashamed and they want to keep it all low profile. Well, I don't do that. Injustice is injustice, and I'm going to speak out about it until, the day I die. So I got a friend of mine on the other side with one eye. He'll watch out after until I get there, and we'll storm the gate ourselves. Oh, Captain, my captain. We still miss you.
How long were you in the Army, and what did you do while you were in?
30 years. And I was an infantry soldier, an airborne paratrooper, an airborne ranger from the Ranger Regiment, and a Green Beret. Across 3 wars, I was almost killed in 2 of them. I have 2 CIBs and 2 Purple Hearts. And if you haven't seen the first video that my producer and I made years ago, here it is. It's called Purple Heart's Final Beat, and that explains a lot of it.
Do you write a script, or is this just how you talk?
Hell no, I don't. So all of you out there who know me personally, this is how I talk in the real world, and this is how I talk in front of the camera. Put my penis in the popcorn. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't. I don't care. Some of the reprehensible stuff that I say is his fault, and that's why he hides back there. If you wave enough money around, any woman will be your HOE. I'm just saying.
Do you receive help because you clearly need it?
Why would I pay for a therapist when I could pay for this? And I have 10,000 people who watch it with me. Winning. Suck it up. Win.
Come on, you can tell me. Are you an alcoholic?
I don't have a drinking problem. I just have problems, so I drink. No, I don't drink a lot of beer except when we're filming, because that's when stuff gets funny. Wow, how much alcohol's in this? It just says drink responsibly. We have like 2 to 5 beers twice a month, so maybe I go through 10 beers a month. Big deal. Tongue is numb.
Do you even see your kids?
I do see my kids. And I know I've mentioned the fact that I've lost custody because the courts are biased against dudes. I mean, you walk into court with a penis, you're wrong. The courts basically called me a murderer and assassin, used my closed head injury against me, which I received in battle and I have a Purple Heart for, as a basis to take my kids away from me. But I drive 500 miles one way twice a month to see my kids. So that's like 2,000 miles a month. All you social justice warriors out there, that's some injustice right there. Why don't you scream about that, you big bunch of pussies? Because 96 hours a month, a father does not make.
What educational background do you have?
You know, I got a 4-year degree in public administration with a minor in finance. Did it suck? Yes. Was it expensive? Yes. Did I receive a financial ass raping while I was there? Of course I did, and that'll be a future episode. You f***ed me in the a-hole.
Why did you write your book, and why is it so poorly edited?
We've been at war for 12 years, and there's a lot of books out there about guys saying how bad they are and all the crazy missions that they did and blah, blah, blah. There's no wisdom books. Preparing, executing, and then living with the war when you're done. And I was kind of compelled to do it because I myself was going mildly insane. So I rushed it out there. And why is it edited so poorly? Because I'm poor. Didn't have the money to fork out $5,000 to have it edited by a professional editor. Kiss my ass, I don't care.
You could have asked me, you
Just found out my producer has an English degree.
which I'm clearly using doing this show.
Blah, 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 blah. Wah. Now we're going to go on to the top 10 of year 2, as voted by you and my producer and myself. Please check out our Patreon page. If you have any money rubbing together, send it our way. We also have a PayPal link that'll be in the description below for you people out there who just want to donate once, which is fine. So with that being said, gonorrhea! Dude Law. I remember the one-eyed Irish chick, but oh man, turn out the lights, it's all the same. And that's an extra slot right there. I don't spend all day working to pay for the house, the car, and everything else to come home and then have to cook dinner. If you're not working, you should be doing that. That dinner better be hot, it better be tasty, and you better be prepared to swallow my dessert. Challenge accepted, baby. Kind of got a low-grade nausea going on because I'm envisioning 5 gallons going into 3 orifices. You see, you can shake, you can wiggle, and you can dance. But the last half a gallon is going in your pants. This one's going in the slot B. You're like a Pinto explode on rear impact. It's it's spilled in me. Oh, God.
Using what has happened here in Ferguson as an excuse to just go out there and rob and loot, and obviously has zero or nothing to do with justice whatsoever.
There's a man going around taking names, and he decides who to free and who to blame.
The second golden goose of feminism, which is the pay gap, which has been debunked more often than, unicorns and dragons. If they could get away with paying a woman 77 cents on the dollar for the same job a man does, how long do you think it would be before all the employees were women because it's too expensive to hire men? That's not what's happening on the ground because it's a complete lie. And what actual disparity we are seeing is because of the choices that women are making. Well, I know what kind of job they like to do. 1-800-WET-TITS. Ha ha! Feministy. I'm all in favor for government subsidized birth control because it's a lot cheaper than paying for all of these DNA duplicators. To date, not one female has been prosecuted for paternity fraud. I used to get beat for eating a cookie before dinner. They need to go to prison. I'll give a feminist a good spanking. Now make me a sandwich. Oh, hit it, quit it, and leave it on the lot where you found it. Right in Section 8 housing. If they don't bring anything to the table but sex, just have sex with them on the table. What are you gonna do? I mean, that's all there is, you know?
Is there a way of mathematically figuring out if your slot C is actually a cunt?
Well, yes there is.
What did you mean by that?
Why am I fat? Are my tits too small? Do I have jowls? Who's that? Why'd she call you? Who's this text from? Why do you have this in the mail? Why do you have glitter on you?
What's going on? I mean, come on.
Yeah. Wah, wah, wah.
Wah. Rape religion. Yep, rape religion. So rape culture, as feminists see it, is not taking place. College campus, that's not it. That's not happening on college campuses. It's not. It's all just a bunch of hogwash and hooey. All right. Now, it is. I call it lying, but that's just me. Let's go to hypothetical land, Let's say you're a dude, and you go to Rolling Stone and say you went to a sorority, and they all rode you like a cock carousel. Do you think the Rolling Stone would print that article? I'm thinking no. So that's sexism at its best right there, baby. The United States Army has opened up women to combat, which I don't have a problem with as long as they don't give them a separate standard.
I'm on my period.
Winning. This is reality here, okay? Either you can do it or you can't. I know the feminists out there are gonna bitch and moan and say that the study was slanted. Why are you so eager to send your fellow feminists out to die? Do you want the chain to be weaker so more men die? Just asking.
Why am I always last? Or nice guys always finish last. I'm such a nice guy.
You're throwing your own cross-body cock block with that. You know that, gentlemen. Are you okay? Are you okay? Yeah, imagine that during sex.
Are you okay? Uh-huh. Are you sure? Is that too rough? Yeah.
Stop it! Pull that hair! Slap that ass! That's the way it works! I don't want to say her mangina because you guys will get all worked up over that. Want to go to a movie? Put my penis in the popcorn. We have a problem here in America where the single mother thing is growing at a great pace, and a large portion of these children are feeding the prison system. When that goes above 65% and the prison population goes to 5-6% of the gross population, we are no longer going to be able to sustain this. The money's going to go away. These doors are going to open, and you're going to have 68 battalions of enemy infantry in your backyard. So be afraid. Be very afraid. I want you to roll your brains back to September 10th, 2001, and just think, are jetliners going to be knocking down buildings and hitting the Pentagon? Hell no, that could never happen. Holy f***. Oh my God! Oh my God! So do you really think this is not possible? Pin puller martyr brides. You know the ones that you walk down the aisle and say I do, and then they blow the fuck up. Edit that out. Ballpark hot dog. Plumpity cook 'em. Everyone likes to drive an SUV, especially over some rough terrain, but it's bad on gas mileage, you know what I mean. You want some special frosting? And turn that muffin into a cupcake? Winning! I talked to a couple of people who used to work for the USO, and when the war started in 02-03, the list became very short. But Mr. Williams, he went. I don't think he ever said no when they called him, because he did 13 tours. From the grunts, I'm a grunt, the guys who were on the ground slogging it out. I want to thank you for that, because it meant a lot to us. This is somebody who earned his golden years. This is somebody here who deserved a break, to slow down, to be the old guy you ask questions to, and we missed out on that. Godspeed to you. I understand.
Mingtao!
You're the bastard who killed my master.
I have no idea who your master is.
My master was Mingta.
Mingtao!
Now, I kill you.
With feminists, either you totally accept what they have to say, or they label you as a hate group. To them, hate really equals disagreement with their bullshit. You would think that a group of women who got kill all men to trend on Twitter would know about hate. For you to hate, you actually have to care. And these guys, they're like me, man. Yeah, I don't care light went on a long time ago, and they're moving forward at I don't give a speed. Wouldn't piss in your mouth if your teeth are on fire. That's about as not caring as you can get. Like, my mouth is on fire, would you piss in it? No. I'm gonna go watch Space Ghost. Don't forget to hit subscribe button, because if you do, you can go shopping with me, and I'll ask you if my package is too big. I can't do that. I can't. I can only stay at 7 homo suspicion points. That takes me to 9. I can't do it. I can't do it. All right, first of all, all right, I'm serious now. This is a serious pop here. Okay. All right.